Alright, so I just want to talk about what's happening this turn. So I'm gonna buy some earth gems, and I'm probably gonna get 50 earth gems from Magnus. And I want to talk. I also decided I'm not gonna attack Pangaea's capital. I'm gonna ping it with a harpy, and I'm gonna capture this farm forest river here. So I should have a farm forest river somewhere. Okay. Yeah, here we go. Farm forest river. So this is gonna be like a 30k population province. So if I attack his capital, if he is patrolling with everything and he has a huge province defense dump there from events or something like that, then I'm probably going to die. Like this, probably even if I didn't die, I'd probably take so many casualties that Shinayama will just attack me after that, and I'll get steamrolled. So what I'm gonna do instead is I'm going to build a fortress here. I'm going to attack this province, and I'm probably gonna fan out from this province to attack these ones. And I'll keep the bulk of my army here. I'm sending a centaur priestess with a couple guys to take this province, but I'll probably take this one, and then I'm gonna fort it. After I fort it, I'm probably gonna attack this province, and at the same time I'm gonna raid these two. So I need a harpy from here. I want to put a harpy over there so I know how much province defense there is. And there's a harpy here that I want to put here so I know how much province defense there is over there. So that's the plan. I'm gonna go here. Then I'm gonna raid out. I'm gonna stand here and reinforce this province. Probably going to. I needed to capture this one at some point. So there's no point going there. I'll probably send this guy in over here. Yeah. And I wanted to talk about what I can do to fight Shinayama, who has, I think he's got better infantry than I do. So he's got goblins, which are 10 protection, 15 piercing damage, and there's 5 of them per tile. I've already looked at comparing them to minotaurs, and I think minotaurs are not gonna do well. Dryads are definitely not. Not dryads. Maenads are definitely not gonna do well. They'll just die in one hit. Yeah, I think all of them are just gonna die in one hit. And satyrs will probably die in 2 hits, 1 to 2 hits each, and they might hit a goblin when they attack back. The other thing is that he's going to have all these archers shooting at me at the same time. So looking at my magic research, I think that I've got a couple cool things that I can do here, which at level 6. So I might unironically consider casting Iron Pigs, which is normally a rubbish spell I'd never use, but because the pigs can trample as goblins, it might be worth casting a couple. So I might summon maybe 30 of them or something. The other thing I can do is cast Iron Bane, which will weaken the armor of all of his orcs. On all those guys with 17 protection will be able to will die, or essentially will not die, but they'll be much more 1-to-1 to my satyrs than they would be otherwise. I've got Breath of the Dragon here, which is okay, but it's very short range. I'm probably not going to use this because I think that my pans will probably end up auto casting this. And the other thing, I have Tune of Growth. So if I end up with a couple female centaurs, nature centaurs in that direction, I can probably get them to cast that spell. I can also set my pants to advance and cast, and they might cast Tune of Growth, which will just wipe out lots of goblins. I also have not this one. I could potentially cast Giant Warriors on the boars, but I think I'd rather cast Swarm and get lots of bugs than enlarge the boars. Once I get to level 7, I could cast Oaken Army, but I think that's gonna not gonna work well against all the flaming arrows. Marble Warriors will be quite nice. Creeping Doom obviously is my main thing, and I don't think I'm going to be able to do Army of Shades because I'll need Glamour 4 Mage, and I don't have any. The other thing that I can do is Hell, obviously, which is going to be quite nice. There should be a spell called Sleeping Cloud somewhere, and I just gotta remember where it is. Panic. That's only. No, I don't think that. I don't think that's one. That's gonna be good. But you never know. Yeah, Ravenous Swarm's not going to help. I'm sure that there used to be a spell called Cloud of Sleep or something like that. Maybe it got changed to Glamour. I can't find it. Let's look in the inspector. Sleep. Okay, so there's no Sleeping Cloud anymore. That's a bummer. Sleep Vines. No, that's not what I want. There used to be a Sleeping Cloud spell, so maybe that was removed. There's nothing in Blood that I can do. I guess I can summon some imps, but I think that's probably a waste of Blood Slays. It's better for me to cast Reinvigoration and lots of swarms. Agony can be okay, I think, against the goblins. It's got a fairly long range, but the problem with Agony is how much fatigue. So once a guy casts the spell, that's it. He can't cast any more spells that battle. There's Incubus and Succubus, so these will be something I do later on. Well, I think that basically I'm waiting on Creeping Doom, and once I get Creeping Doom, I think that I'm just gonna end up spamming that spell and having all my infantry behind the bugs, and by the time they get into melee combat, then the enemy will already be softened up a bit. Alright, that's the turn.